my wife so she remembers me because of her dementia. All right.
Might as well.
We use a different term instead of stealing. I borrowed for an extended. It looks like a caterpillar got a hold of this one though. The bottom corner has been.
They're not my boards. I know, but I didn't end up with one of those boards. Well, no, I don't want to keep out. I'm going to get a couple of things. I have to think about this. I'm going to get these for sure because when we play shoe up, we never have enough of these. And I can't have the same ones. And you know what I kind of like about this? It's comfort. That's kind of cool. Instead of 64. Yeah. And this is what all, I had to go get mine out of my church. This is what, I like them all kind of the same. And these are how my numbers are. You know what I mean? Tight set or whatever. I really don't need it. I had 3 sets, plus the set that comes with the cork border, and he said that I'm going to get back to Kevin, but so I'll actually have 3 sets and do boards, if you don't need it. Who does that? Who does your work done? You said
All right. Let's see if we can finish this one in a single game. No? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, not me.
Okay.
I bet you would have put money on the last one too, though.
All right. They're 16, so they pay first and second.
All right.
Oh. Yeah, you don't have to. I mean,
No, because it was one game. You know?
yeah, that's true. Are they ready for us to start?
yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Good luck. Yeah. Not too much.
Yeah. I don't ever wish the good luck. I go, good match. Good match. Because then if you get the good luck, I'm going to be like, why did I wish this upon you? Because obviously I have control over the dice. That's what I say.
I'm going to give them all.
Ryan, you in the room?
Yeah, but can you give me a couple?
Okay. You in the room? Ryan, you in the room?
Okay, here we are. Second round of the Markovitz Masters jackpot. John O'Hagan, Justin Nowell.
Stop now. Our PRs will be at
It's interesting. Justin is John's student, so we've got a
And they will
teacher-student pairing here. I was teasing Justin there a bit ago that he won his first round match against Ray in a single game on a 16 cube. I said, you didn't even get warmed up. O'Hagan's been playing all weekend. And so we'll see how it goes here. Almost everyone is involved in matches at the moment, so we'll try to get somebody else over here to provide a little commentary when we can. When I see some of them walking by that may free up, but for the moment you're stuck with me, and I'll try to at least keep you informed a bit.
I'm not a strong chess player, though. I mean, I'm the strongest chess player in the world.
Justin's from New York City. Hasn't been playing that many tournaments. Has played a lot of online and is regarded as a very good, strong young player. He played in the New York Metro in January, which might have been his first live tournament. Now he's here, of course, John from Valparaiso, Indiana, one of the grizzled veterans as it is, one of the best players, pretty unanimously thought so by many people in the world. Is probably one of the top 10 players in the world. Was finalist in Monte Carlo in 2005, I believe. And just one of the great strong players in the United States. He won the DC Cherry Blossom Classic Championship Division 2 weeks ago. Justin's established a little bit of a superior earlier position here. John's trying to fight for his 5-point, try to even up the structure somewhat. Justin's contemplating the position. Perhaps he's thinking about pulling the trigger here. John's got a blot in his home board, a blot in the mid, blot in Justin's home board, so there's a lot of volatility in the position. He decides it is a cube. John has had ample time to study the position as well while Justin was making his considerations, and snaps it up. So now we have a 2-cube in play. Perhaps Justin is going to try to replicate the one-game wonder against Ray a bit earlier. I doubt that we get that type of cube action in this game, but we never know. I wouldn't have thought the same of Ray and Justin earlier. Justin has a positional and pip count advantages here, so he's trying to ensure that he doesn't get hit and place some builders in a position that he can perhaps close this thing out. Just button it all up here. Kind of interesting here. Not only is Justin have perhaps a superior structure in certain regards with John behind the broken 5 here, but he's a bit ahead in the race, and John could be in a position before too much longer if he comes in here and has to play much that his timing is going to kind of fall apart too, and he may have to play into Justin's remaining checkers. Most people wouldn't want to shift necessarily. You know, some people might think about making the 10 point, but then you've got four stripped points behind. So I think Justin's trying to avoid that situation. I did win. Seems like he's tending to, he might not want to shift, but it looks like he's kind of trending in that direction. Again, he doesn't want to leave himself with a bunch of strip points in the outfield. He could bring 3 from 13 to 12 and move that 6-5 checker, but okay, so he shifted and kept the safety position in the back. There's a 4-6. Ace deuce, fairly easy hit and safety. Dance. Justin is going to have to leave something indirect here, it would appear. Okay, chooses had a builder here. Had to leave a shot somewhere. Another dance. Justin's got a lot of good working numbers there. 5-4 makes the 4-point. That's John's third 5-6 in a row, or third and 4 rolls anyway. Justin pretty much just doesn't want to leave any shots here. Just bring this thing home. Got a very good gammon opportunity, perhaps. Well, that wasn't his best shake. He's going to be leaving a shot somewhere, perhaps even a couple of blots. Likely he's going to hit loose on the. He could hit loose on the ace, put John in the air, and hope he dances. He could play 8-4 and leave the 4 shot on the outside. Of course, that's a single black play, but I anticipated that he would hit on the ace. But, well, he's looking at his various options. Many of us, me particularly perhaps, oftentimes play quite too quickly. Justin's taking his time here looking at his various options. Yeah. Okay, he does opt for the ace point hit. John fails to perform. Justin ideally should be able to bring this one home. Yeah, hit and cover, which can do that, but maybe he gives up a. Yeah, he's gives up some of his gammon potential if he does that, I think, and. Take a seat and go for it, Ray, if you'd like.
Oh, all right.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, great. There's Ray Fogerland joining us. And,
Justin came up with the right move there. All right. Now he's got a reasonable chance at a G. 5-3. 2 in. Well, that'll leave shot with boxes. So, but any play is going to leave a shot with boxes. So. Pardon me. All right. Came just in time. Now Bill can have a lunch break. Boxes. There's
the boxes.
All right.
Good news and bad news.
When you're winning, you hit these, and when you're losing, you miss them. John finished second in the super jackpot, but he missed. No, you don't.
No
Okay.
no reason to do that, is there, Ray?
No, there's only one reason not to if he rolls a 6-5. But you want to do this. The way you win these gammons for sure is when you roll a big set, so you don't want a big set to leave a shot, and you don't want 6-5 to leave a shot. So just go. That's prettier, but it's wrong, I think. See, now he's left with another
Odd
position with a little chink in it. 2-6. That should be able to save the gammon for John comfortably, unless Justin rolls a lot of doubles.
Or John rolls a lot of small numbers. Huh?
Right. John can make the crossover now or step up to the 17 point so that he can cross over with 5s and 6s. He can always make a crossover from the 19 point there on his next shake. This kind of play that we people tend to sit and think about makes very little difference.
There's a set.
Uh-oh. Now it's going to be even money. Maybe John's a favorite to get gammon. Here comes Sam again. We got our Egyptian representative. 3-1, there we go.
Got another old pro next to you here.
Howard Markowitz. Don't they have a name?
Namesake of the Markowitz Masters.
That's right. Justin beat me, and now he's fixing a gammon.
Justin likes those crooked numbers on the first game.
Apparently. He won a 16 cube from me in our match in game 1. How are you doing in the Markowitz Masters, Mr. Markowitz?
No comment.
John O'Hagan, all he needs is double sixes or better. Or double fives or better.
Fives will do it.
Fours does it? No.
No,
One,
no.
2, 3. And
One short.
the fours was with John that time. All right, Justin says, man, this is easy.
You know, Justin
So
takes.
far, I'm 20-0 against John O'Hagan and Ray Fogarty. Can't you put up some stiffer competition for me?
Yeah, Justin takes lessons from John. John might wish that he
You shouldn't have taught him
left a
that
few
one.
tricks in the bag here.
Yeah, it is. But that's not necessarily right. John could have made the old point. That's pretty strong. Pretty good. Wow. You know, I would have been tempted to hit him off that bar point. Now this is going to be John sending over the cue.
Oh,
But he could have.
he's off the snide.
It was just not too good. He didn't have enough guys in the zone, so he went for it and sent it. And he decided to cash. All right. Well, double fives is going to be a super joker here, but it only comes up once in a while. All right, that's pretty routine. John makes an advanced anchor, settles into a holding pattern. All right, now is a good time to unstack some stuff. So make the 11 point and hit loose, and hit them loose off the ace, I would think, but nope. It's going to be a pain back there on the ace point for the rest of the game. So I would have tried to get him out of there.
Uh-oh.
So John gets to think about a sexy cube here. His opponent's stacked up. He's got an extra blot. John has 4 builders.
You know, it's interesting, right? Thinking about John being Justin's teacher, John may have pretty good insight to some of Justin's tendencies and when he takes, when he drops, what his weaknesses are, what his strengths are. So it's probably a good...
You're not suggesting that John would use his knowledge of Justin's tendencies against him in a match.
No,
for big
I
money.
never suggest that.
Good. All right, well, John will make the 5 point. No, he hits the second. Oh, that might be world class right there. Hitting the second guy up. Making the 5 point is pretty darn good. You can make both 5 points, in fact. If there's a play that makes both 5 points and you don't do it, you need to have a really good reason. Justin will be just in terrible. He's not in good shape with 2 guys in the bar, but he'd be in terrible shape if John had both 5 points. John's going to take a look at it again. Did he put it back right? All right.
Number 7, 2 more players for $30 blitz. 5-point magic.
And I think I'd just make the other 5 point and wait on it. Then a lot of numbers would force Justin to leave another block next time. This is solid. He makes another point. 2-6 from the bar, stuff like that. Force another shot. This is maximum contact play by John.
Just uncertain here, isn't he?
Yeah, there is one checker on the roof. It's on the bar. So hitting the second checker, let's look at that option. Seems like John's down 4-1. He's trying to think of ways to maximize the gambling. Plus, he was gonna be able to use the cube next turn. I think I like this. It's solid on the other side of the board. Justin's going to have no place that he can play safely. And John can double almost any shake that comes out of the cut.
A lot of additional blotting numbers coming in here, too. And the dance is...
John could be too good, but I don't think he has enough in the zone now. So he may just cash this. Because, I don't know, what's Justin going to do? I don't know.
Well,
it's interesting. Not much bad could happen to John. If he misses and Justin comes in, he might be able to scramble home.
Well, John wouldn't kind of slow play this one, make Justin think he's unsure on a potential cube, and then throw it at
John
him.
doesn't spend any time trying to psych guys out. He's just always trying to play good backgammon. That's just my impression. And he's gotten good at that, playing good backgammon. He should, I don't know, I think he could hang on to the midpoint and come into the 5 here. Extra builders. If Justin wanted to come out and hit, John would have a good.
Oh.
Now he's got 5s and 6s, 2 blots and stacks. Now John might send this over. Despite the fact that he's shooting at all this. But these kind of stacks, even if Justin got away on this shake, these kind of stacks lead to blots down the road, you know. So John doesn't necessarily have to hit here to just gammon him up. And the score dictates it. I think that just send this over. But he didn't.
Direct miss.
4-2, that's nice distribution. And Justin has nothing, so I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure Justin didn't want to see a cube there, and he didn't have to. 3 point, 3 point, 3 point. Maximum contact. He can just keep building his board, I think. I don't know. This reduces contact. He wants to maximize it, and he wants to build his board. Why not just make the 3 point?
The 3 point. Justin's really in an awkward position.
And then if you get a shot, you just send it. All right, so
there's that 3 point.
Both guys are thinking about the same thing. John says, I'm waiting for a shot. Justin says, I'm going to try not to leave one. And here we go.
Here we go. Shot time somewhere, isn't it?
He's going to hit loose off the deuce point and try to force John forward. Plus, it has the added effect of minimizing the shots. There's not a safe play, so There you go. It'd be a little frisky to double this, so John probably won't. He didn't even think about it. He just fired the 2-4.
Shooting at something else. Well, he's very nice checker.
Here comes the cue.
Got to be it.
All right. And
Position,
Justin says,
Almost got away with one.
Position was
Almost got away with that one.
just.
It was a close one. I almost got away with it.
Yeah.
I thought it was too good.
We knew that. We mentioned it.
And maybe I should have played the 3 there. Keep the 8-point structure. Anyway, 2-4.
yeah, and Bill even suggested that John may have had some ulterior motives in taking a long time on his cube decisions.
Well,
I pointed out to him that John would never do such a thing. So we got that straight rather quickly.
And Ray thought that also John would not use any inside knowledge that he might have of Justin's strengths, weaknesses, tendencies, and so forth, just because he's his student.
As long as the numbers are 3-1, 4-2, 6-5, I'll do all right.
That was an interesting ace that John played there in his opening.
They're not always. That's the problem.
He's down 4-2. It's
Double 6, double 5, those numbers, I know what to do with those.
you can consider slotting in those kind of positions. Justin thinks this game's easy. Every time he rolls, he's got to figure out which guy
Which
to point
good
on.
option? Which good option to take?
I don't mean to take your time.
Yeah, no, but this is an interesting third guy back or 3-point?
Yeah, Julius.
Julius, for sure.
Sam, I played him a few times. I've given him lessons on a number of occasions.
Are those paid lessons or just tournament
Just
lessons?
lesson. There was a woman I used to bet with on plays on Games Grid. Those were free lessons because she didn't charge me for them. What's he got? He's got a checker on the bar and he's thinking about? Let's see.
He does.
Nice job. He unstacks the midpoint. That's a good thing. I see an awful lot of people leaving that stack. John's just going to make the 3-point. Call it a day. There we go. All right. Bill Riles would hit 2 here with his 5-4. I don't know about that move, but I guess it'll work. Fortuitous.
Here we go.
Okay. Fan and lose a point. That's not a very good entering number. Might be enough to stall the cube. John doesn't send over too many early ones, and he doesn't waste a whole lot of time thinking about it either. But he doesn't hesitate to hit off the 5-point.
Well,
Another 1-3.
How's Justin playing?
Justin's playing John O'Hagan.
No, that's even more interesting.
John's passed up another opportunity to double, but he won't do it again. 4-3. You may turn John's score to 3. Offer a point and hit the clock. John's going, I was playing with John. It was a position like this, and he says, "Well, Ray wouldn't take this, so he had to think about whether it was too good or not." That was the only question. He decides it's not too good, and he sends it over. Justin will spend an appropriate amount of time before saying, "I surrender," and punching the blue button on the clock. Sam said this is an Egyptian easy take.
Not even Sam.
At 2 in the morning in the Chouette, when you're stuck 50 points. Easy take. I beaver.
What's he think he's got here, Ray?
Well, he's got nothing because he can get stuck in the ace-point game. He's buried 2 checkers behind there. He's just got to hit the blue button and
move on.
And say I'm 59% in the rest of this match, or 57%, whatever match equity table you're using. Probably the Kazaros somebody match equity table. Speaking of which, Neil Kazaros won the super jackpot today, defeating a star-studded field of players, including John O'Hagan and Victor Ashkenazi in the semifinals and finals. All right. Took John a while to get warmed up, but he's in his element. 1-6 from the bar. Routine. On 5. I think I would have been tempted to step out there, but
4-6.
Small thing. The bar point, John's bar point is going to be a dangerous place to be for a while.
He's not going to come. He's not going to hit it again. He doesn't want to give
don't
up. Doesn't want to
know.
give up that midpoint.
What else are you going to do? You're going to leave a triple shot instead?
Yeah, he doesn't want to give up the midpoint.
Duping the 3.
All right.
Roll 2 of them.
Look out! Look out!
Glad we saved the old midpoint. But that would have been a great number anyway. Double 3s would have entered, still made the 5 point, and hit off the bar. So
now what's he going to do? He's
wasn't
going to
getting
take.
He's got one more 3 left. Might as well make the bar.
May as well
That's-
make the bar
That's
up
a
there.
way station for later. Oh, he's going to bring down builders. Young men do that kind of play right there. Bring the ammo. This guy. No, that's the testosterone movement. See, and the firing over the cube, trying to intimidate his teacher. The unflappable John O'Hagan. It's not going to work.
Yeah, John's going to. I don't believe he's going to turn this down.
There's some danger, and let's see. But Justin has 10 men in the zone, and this is going to be kind of role dependent, of course, like every other backgammon game. But John's going to have to take this. But he's got a 4-minute time thing, so he figures I can waste a couple of minutes, and then I'll just snap this up. Unless, maybe John, like you say, he's giving lessons to this young man. He may feel like he's a significant favorite, and this is not the type of game that he wants to be playing. When these go bad, you lose 4 points. But
well, oftentimes, for the stronger player, you want to lengthen the match, right, rather than shorten the match, and that might be the consideration here. Don't put crooked numbers in play.
That's true. And this isn't any piece of cake or anything, but you're down a little bit. You're playing for high stakes backgammon, and backgammon's a roller coaster. So if somebody gives you a cheap ticket, 2 for the price of 1, you ought to take it.
Free ride or whatever.
And then also, you're allowed to get lucky. The other guy can now make some mistakes, So what? Tara, what?
Black cube.
Black doubling right now.
Yeah.
One checker on the bar, 2 more blocks.
All right.
Usually become 8-3. I think it's a drop.
All right. We have a passer in the audience.
And he passes.
Okay. Get the readers out there with XG. Who's texting in to tell us what that was?
Did Ray?
I would have taken it out of his hand. I wouldn't have let it hit the board.
No, I would have.
You would have dropped? Oh, man.
Hey, Tara, find me the chat line, would you please?
All right. We're having all of you out there watching this can plug that position in. Justin
is
Nowell.
Jonah still watching? Jonah's been inputting all day. What would Jonah do?
Jonah would input it. I wonder why. Well, anyway, John decided to hold down the damages. And also, later on, he may provoke a cube because Justin will remember that John passed that one, and it'll encourage him to send over cubes later.
Yeah.
And then maybe John will be able to take that one.
Put the hammer down on him.
And so, John has a lot of arrows in his quiver. But Justin's got some pretty good dice in his cup. That's a pretty huge advantage.
Thank you, Ben.
All right.
Okay, so now we have our chat line access, so y'all
not even John.
sooner or later John's going to have to draw a line in the sand in this game.
Yeah, and you start getting down 4, 5, 6 points, then everything starts looking better. It's like when it's raining and suddenly there's a rainbow. I think I'll follow that on my unicorn.
So what was it that happened earlier, Ray? What did I do on your back? I think it's gonna be twice.
We're gonna have a reprise.
Oh, look! Now here's John. Now this is a very important thing. Or no, this is Justin, right? Justin's play. Okay, so he's automatically must make the defensive anchor because he's got a lead. So he wants holding positions. He doesn't want. Plus, Bill preempts John from making the 5 point, so he should make John's 5 point, and then he can go to work from there.
It's not a 4-2.
Yeah.
4-2.
It's a defensive anchor. The black has got the 4-2.
I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about his 5 point.
The dice are on the right side, so that's the black, I guess, roll. So anyway, yeah, the scorer should be dictating this play, and he should be done with it. He should make John's 5 point. It would be if the score was 0-0, then you could do whatever you prefer.
There you go, Ray.
But when you're ahead,
talking right into it.
You make defensive anchors. Then you can do whatever you want.
Hey, folks.
No, we didn't have any input there.
Ask somebody to input it again.
That last cube listeners out there, inquiring minds in the room, want to know.
The 4-3 cube.
The 4-3 cube, yeah.
All right, who's got the 2-3? It's Justin again. He's got another choice of hitting.
Nobody's watching Justin.
You didn't have
Just
too
stack
much.
them to the ceiling.
3-1 for John. All right. Standard priming play. Justin. Not a particularly great number. This wouldn't be too bad to just slot the 5-point. And you get hit a lot, but when you don't, you can make the 5-point, and then you would have both of them.
What else does he do? I mean,
He could hit loose off the 3. Making the 9-point is all right. Not when you got the 5-point so much. The midpoint loses a little bit of its value. So I think I would hit loose on the 3-point, or I would just slot the 5-point. Maybe hitting loose on the 3 is a little better because you get hit a lot the other way. I don't know about this, but it's all right. All right, John steps out. He's got total control of the outfield. He's up a little bit in the race.
Oh, fours again.
No, he's not. Maybe not.
You do, right? You got to unstack that stuff. Make the 4-point and slot the deuce, I think, or something, huh?
You can also make the 5-point and slot the 4. And that would unstack it, but he made the 4-point with 3 checkers. Now he keeps 4 points out there. John hits, brings some wood. All right, this game could go either way.
Kind of awkward here. He got
He's got too many things going on him if that happens.
Nah.
John could point on him or hit him with a 4.
No. What do you think, Ray? 6'3", I think, huh?
I don't know. Kind of hard. I don't like having 5 guys stacked, but that's okay play. It's a diversionary tactic, and it could have some rewards if John happens to roll a number that fans, or something awkward like 2-6 from the bar or whatever. But Justin's just hoping not to get hit here with this. So the dice are down on Justin's. Did he hit the clock yet?
Yeah,
He
O'Hagan's clock's running.
O'Hagan's thinking about the cube here, right? All right. And he's up in the race because Justin has 3 back and John has basically 2 men back. He's got some shot equity. He's got priming position. Justin's stacked on the 5-point and John's down 6-3. Did I give enough reasons for John to send it over? I think so. But that doesn't mean that it's right. Doesn't mean that it's right. What do you guys think that Justin will do if John doubles here?
I think he's passing.
I don't think so. I gave him an 8 cube. He didn't pass that earlier today. So, but see, so that's the thing. You should be gathering information during your matches, and you might be able to use it to your benefit later. He's a taker, and he's not necessarily going to get too scared. He's got the 5 anchor. He's got some contact.
Well, the difference, though, a little bit, I guess. I mean, here he's got a 6-3 lead, right? So he's worked hard to get the 3-point lead to you.
Right. Well,
You know, in your case, that was
6-4.
a
He
0-0
could pass
match.
and he'd have a small lead, but if he took and won, it'd be 8-3. Which one's better? You have to kind of fight for the points because you're playing with the big boys here. So anyway, also the amount of time that John is taking to send over this cube should give Justin some hint on whether it's a take or a pass. And then John, indeed, decided not to double at all. So a couple of guys here in the audience would have passed a cube that John didn't even think was good enough to send over. So there's an awful lot of fear in backgammon, and you got to play with a little bit of fear, but you cannot let it control your game. 2-6. That would hit if it were black, but it wasn't. Okay. 5-2. I think you stay back. You don't want to be up there. So clear the 8-point. Slot a point. All right. That's nice.
1-2.
And John won't be sending this because
Steve Blanchard, are you in the room? Steve
race is
Blanchard,
too close. He might even be behind, even though Justin has 3 guys back. This will help his racing prospects quite a bit. What if we just pound him into the pavement with making the 2 and the ace points, or the 3 and the ace points? Is that out of the question? He's got a blot in his board. Then you could cash the game right after that. John's thinking he could cash it after he plays this 6 in, huh? Yeah, but he doesn't get any freebie shots at gammons when Justin's fans there. Well, there's not very many gammons when the guy owns a 5-point defensive anchor. All right, now let's look at black. He's got 64 in John's home board, and John's got 38 and 24. That's 62 in the outfield. He's down 2, whatever. He passed that quick. Okay, so that's the way John played it, to just cash on the next shake. I think he could have made the
Bigger.
ace and deuce or ace and 3 points.
And had a couple of free rolls toward a G or something.
Well, maybe, you know,
If
it just
he
depends
danced.
on what happens. And if he didn't dance, then he could still send it. And
We did it again.
I don't know.
It's like the 5th or 6th time.
Impossible.
Not that I'm counting.
It's just a matter of style.
2 down.
Well,
with the
John's
lead.
style's a little better than mine. So when in doubt, play like him. Thank you, Sam. 4-2. All right. Justin's got an advantage again, but John's making points. And Justin's going to make a point or hit. Oh, the only 7 that doesn't hit. Okay, I'll make my 5-point. All right. This looks like pretty even.
Pretty balanced mirror image.
Run, John, run. Oh, see if you get what you gets on your trade-in.
I wouldn't know
You
how to
don't
play
get
that.
much at Sam's Auto Store. P54,
Don't laugh and encourage him.
8 point. They don't have warranties at Sam's.
Doesn't he doesn't learn his lessons. And he's talking to me about another car. He doesn't learn.
When you go car shopping, or
You guys call
do you
me.
head to Sam's?
Call me at 555-2222, and you can get a 10% discount at Sam's used car lot.
I said, what kind of warranty?
Oh.
Sam said, I'll give you 20 years and 300,000 mile warranty
On this 15-year-old Toyota. Huh?
on this Volkswagen Beetle.
Bumper to bumper.
I opened the door and it fell off. Okay.
Where are we at? After that
5-4.
interlude.
Just come in. He's going to make the 8-point and come in. You could hit him, but that would prevent John from bringing down builders, but give him an opportunity to hit. So you just make the 8-point. You just take what the dice give you, and John's going to bring a bunch of builders, and you hope you hit a fly shot on your next shake. Just isn't any real great options here.
Okay, here we go.
Now John could think about doubling, but he won't, I guess.
Well, he is. Now,
He is
how long he
thinking
thinks about it?
But he won't do it. And just shake and hope for an ace. And then he brings a builder. And this game will be over as soon as Justin picks up his dice or hits the clock. Unless he rolls something marvelous.
Is that marvelous enough?
I don't believe that this is marvelous enough to continue. Well, here's a different idea. I would come in on the. Well, I don't know if I do that. He's sort of. He comes in on the ace and slots the bar point. John, he may trick John and make him think that he's too good, and so he hasn't even considered that play because he doesn't want to put a third checker on the ace, which is sort of natural. But if you threaten to make the bar, you never can tell what the guy does, and you always do that with the express intent of passing next time. A better ace here is to slide it to the 9-point, so it's aiming at the 3-point. There's really no difference in shot equity from those, but the builder equity is pretty massive. Ooh. Well, okay, John's up 40 pips by virtue of the fact that he's got 2 less men in the back over there. So I think he's supposed to send this over and test Justin. He's going to count through all the numbers and do what he does, which is all good stuff, but that was a little wide open. John, all he really has to do is make the 8-point to have a tremendous advantage, and he could roll 5-3, various, double fives, some doubles. He can run out and hit with a 6-3.
Oh, we got Frankie Talbot looking over our shoulder here.
Did somebody say it was only 16 pips? 15? Okay.
16.
Well, that's because of the extra 26 pips that John has on the midpoint there. We wanted to activate those guys. Actually, so this was not a bad play by Justin because John doesn't have that much ammo in the zone over there. He's going to be getting smacked around twice. This is the right amount of volatility. Yeah. Well, he was thinking about it while then. Uh-oh, that's going to leave a mark, I'm afraid. 1, 2, 3, spank. Oh, he's not. Okay, well, that's just solid advantage. He would have got hit there. I would have got hit there, I guess. But Justin ended up making his anchor, so the brave split play worked out for him, even though John rolled pretty well. Slot the bar and come out. The 6s don't grow on trees, and you got to get out there. He can make that, but running is his game plan now. Justin says, I like these dice. I never miss with them. 2-5 for John. That's pretty good shape.
Kind of working both ways, isn't it?
Well, now Justin's totally stripped, so he's going to be reduced to moving that blot around the board, and John's going to try to smack it
If anyone's interested, I have 2 spots left.
like it's an annoying mosquito. This is not the best
6-4 is not his best number by a long shot.
John says, I might get hit once, but I probably won't get hit twice, and he will leave me a triple shot at the remaining checker.
4,
Strong
6.
play.
What's he got? 22 numbers? And
Right, but none of them are clean winners. They got to be coupled with a fan by John. And John will be taking this. The other thing is 45% of his numbers miss, something like that, 40%. He should be happy that he's got a shot at 2 blots and figure if things go well, I could win a gammon, and that would get me to 10-4. So he doesn't need to be.
Guys, in case you didn't hear, I have 1 spot left in the Faster Master. Does anyone here interested? Anyone interested?
No thanks.
Anyone interested? Anyone at all?
How much is it?
5. Frank Talbot, I think, is thinking about it.
Do I get to play, Frank?
No, actually, someone much
Who do I get to
shorter
play?
and with more hair.
what do you?
Sam?
So you play this.
The worst
I cannot
combination.
divulge your
Egyptian and
Military
sales
technique.
is the card.
Okay.
Okay, I'll play in it.
You have a match right away, then give up the mic.
I'll give up the mic.
Frank, you get the mic.
Okay.
Bring Frank up here.
No, man, not
Oh,
Frank the Stank.
okay.
Okay, here we go.
1 second. Let me see the microphone. So not only did I just fill the Faster Master, I just upgraded the quality of the commentary significantly. Thank you very
Look
much.
out! Look out!
Whoa, whoa.
Close enough. You get a discount for taking the last spot.
Giants 4 down 6s. That's all he could do. Now he's got to think about doubling here. He's got a triple shot. That's 27 off the top. Plus 4s.
And the 4s.
Nothing misses except double 5s, I think. Double 5s hits. Everything hits.
We got, for y'all that don't recognize the voice, we got Frank Talbot joining us here in the lead role of commentary.
Thank you, Bill.
So we appreciate it.
The theory here is to go for the gammon. It's too good to double. If everything hits, it's too good to double with a 4-point board. You can just
You just got to go for this one, huh?
just roll it,
Attack
roll it
it.
in, make the prime. He's not going to point on him unless he rolls switches with a set, but just make the prime. Oh, that points.
That points
double
out.
fours.
Yeah.
Now it's important to bring checkers in to close them out rather than trying to make the outside prime. That's actually 2 checkers. It's okay there doing that. When the checkers don't go anywhere else.
Yeah, he has a little bit more flexibility with John with 2 in the air, though.
Now you can slot it here. It's the easiest way to make it, but it gives John a better chance to make the ace point. And if he makes the ace point, he gets off the gammon. Okay, now he just goes for it with a 6, moving outside 2 somewhere. 5-point board versus 4-point board.
4s and 6s to cover. There's the 6.
I just bring him around. One guy in range and get the other one around. Kind of wants to put him on a 6-point. There's about 37% of the gammon in here.
Hey folks, I have 4 final spots
With
in the
good
limited
distro.
jackpot if anyone's interested. The last 4 spots. It's $150 for initial entry, $100 for rebuy.
Okay, that's just about the best distro there.
Six and 4.
Okay, So it's in the high 30s. Gammon.
Uh-oh.
His gammon chances went way down.
Yeah, 6-4 was wrong, I thought. Look out, there goes
He
the
missed,
G.
but he's going to get out the gammon.
It's his best miss, right?
Best miss. Well, it could have been a fan and another shot right now.
Miss. 6,
Would have had a 4 shot. Okay, now just playing off the gammon and.
Look out.
Ooh. Well, 3-2 doesn't get him off, but that's about the best he can do. If he brings a 3 to 8 point and a 4 in, 3 to 8 point and a 4 in gets him off on everything. The 4 goes to the 3 point.
Yeah.
3 and
there he
that
goes.
is 4. That's everything's off except when he rolls a double. So it's reduced to double 2s are better for Justin. If he wants to get a game. John's going through the numbers, figures out that's it. Okay, well, Justin does take a commanding lead. 8 to 4.
A couple of things, Frank, I don't know that you were aware of. You know, one, Justin's a student of John's, so they know each other well.
Okay. So where's Justin from?
New York City.
New York City.
And in the first round, Justin played Ray, and it ended on the first game in a 16 cube.
Oh yeah, I heard somebody say something about that.
Actually, I'll ask quietly.
Anyways, John's 3 away. His cube is compromised slightly. He doesn't want to give it away to give John an opportunity to whip it to 4.
Brian, Vance, are you here?
Just some early game maneuverings. Six 3, trying to get away. Second play there was a hit loose in the 4 point.
6-1.
You have to hit him. Then look around for a 6. Bring some checkers down to.
Being down and make the bigger play here.
He's got a
perhaps,
better board. Oh, there he goes. Oh,
look out.
Time fan. Now he can't. Right now is a fine line here between doubling and too good to double. Too good to double means he only needs 3 points. If he doubles, John can whip it back, and all of a sudden there's a 4 cube, and it's too many points for Justin, which is okay. But he doesn't need them. So his doubling window is very small. Now he can hit and cover here. 5 covers and hit in the outfield. It seems like the best thing to do. John needs an anchor.
Oh, dance again.
Things are not going well for John. You want to hit on the 4 point. There we go. That's it. John needs the 4 desperately. Double 2s would work. Well, 2 in is better than
not, huh? Yeah.
There's a blank. Maybe a triple tiger here. Getting the 5 hit on the 2. Haven't seen that. There's a book a long time ago they had a triple tiger like that. With 3 blocks in the inner board.
I heard that term a little earlier today. Someone did do a triple tiger today they were talking about.
Triple tiger means 3 blasts in the home board. The guy shooting at 3 blasts. That was a good roll. John really needed to hit one of those checkers. At least one. Okay, now he can come in and hit or come in and make. it's probably best to just come in and make the 4-point, 5-point, and just have a nice solid position to play from. And John's got to scramble these guys. You can make that 8-point. And as John turns game around a little bit,
There we go.
Justin's kind of glad he didn't double earlier.
One more.
Yeah, those are 3 for sure. But if you start at the 4-point, you have 3 blocks. That's too many blocks. Too many things can go wrong, like double 3s.
And with a decent lead, he doesn't want to squander any of it unnecessarily.
Now, John really wanted to make the 5-point that last time because the better the board, the more the gamblers. And John's searching for a gambler desperately.
6-3 is a little awkward for.
That's the only way for him to get back in the game. So just bring one down. Bring one down for the midpoint. Slot the
Slot to
2-point.
2.
Yeah, if he hits that guy, he breaks his ankle. Which that's what he's hoping for. If he breaks the ankle, then you ain't gambling. Now they got equal boards here. And the only difference is black's on the 2-point and white's on the 4-point. And there's one more shot. Just not enough to get too excited about. If he doesn't hit, what's he going to do? He's got one spare in the midpoint. Play a small number from the 6-point. Maybe he's just catching his breath. There we go. It hits. Okay, now he's got a 6 is going to come out there, leave a couple blocks, but that's the best thing you could do with it. 2-6, hit him back. Ooh, this is the time. This is John's hope to get back in the game. Roll a 2. It's an easy take. They both have equal boards, so it's a very easy take.
Come around the corner with the 1.
Yeah. Go 15 to, yeah. Get those blots out of direct range.
Or into indirect range.
Well, he just hit him on the outside.
That's what I mean.
Supposed to hit him on the 10-point. Yeah. John's desperately seeking it too. Now he could. It's the wrong idea. John's going to be shooting at 2s and 6s and lets them out with the other numbers. And you can make a prime if he doesn't hit, like 3-1 or it's just too easy for him. You got to make it difficult. Now he's thinking if he hits him, he's going to have 3 blocks around, and John could pick up all those blocks. But hitting seems to be the strongest. Just you got to put him up. I think he's going to go back and hit him.
What are you doing, Frank? Hitting it?
I'm hitting him.
Yeah.
I am hitting him. Now, the case against it, he wants to just consolidate his blocks, but I think it just lets him off the hook, so to speak. Okay, you're shooting at 2s. Well, 2, 3, and 2, 5 hit 2 blocks. So 4, 3, 6. A lot of numbers, but still, yeah. He's a good player. I knew he'd do that. Okay. Okay, he really needs to come in now. That's why he was worried about hitting. Okay. Very good roll. He's in good shape. Doesn't want to get hit with a 3, but he's in good shape here.
And we'll have to see it. Of
I
course,
think the
he's
dice
what?
rolled off the board. They wanted
Yeah,
to get it.
three-way, seven-way, but notice Justin's down to 2:02 on the clock too, so got to be at least aware of that situation.
Maybe not. Okay, that's a whiff.
Or maybe he's not
He
aware,
could-
but I'm saying he should. He needs to be aware of that
Yes.
situation.
Yeah. Very good roll. Clean up the block. No blocks here. Versus having a 4-point.
No, you got to safety that.
John's got a 4-point board, so you really need to safety that guy. Okay, just play with one block. Most top players will play with one block if they can help it. Now he can make that.
Slot the deuce.
And the guy back in the deuce, he's safe back there. Unless there's a double aces or something.
Richard Stube?
Okay.
Okay.
Stube, like Patrick D'Amico in the limited jackpot.
Okay, set of deuces now. Moves up with the back one. He'll probably make the deuce point. Oh, he's gonna move all the freight here. Wasn't that 5?
Is that legal?
Oh,
Yeah, that was 5.
One up.
Played one out.
One.
Okay, 1. And now he's got 3 left. There's something to be said for, okay, that's all of them. Okay, well, I'm a little surprised by that, but we'll see how it shakes.
2 more.
Okay, he's played 2 of the 5s, 13-8. He's got 2 to go. Okay, there we go. Oh, the reply double nickel. I think he's too far behind to go with one of them. He's too far behind here. Justin's counting the position. Now again, pay attention to that clock. He burned almost a minute there. I didn't count it, Tara, but he's I think he had to stay back, but
I just want to let you know.
3 and 1.
Happy about it, but I feel like it would be, as much as I think it's the right thing, I feel like it's the wrong thing because of what I've already done. Because of the bad information I was given.
That's on now.
Thank you for at least bringing it to my attention.
Okay, so
Now we got a race here. Double 3 is a good number. He's got to come in.
yeah, what's he do? He's got to make the
gotta
point,
come
and I mean, it's all but forced.
Yeah, it's
And
pretty
look at the
obvious.
clock. Well, that's Johnny though, isn't it?
Well,
Okay.
that's John's roll? Oh, that's John's roll.
I was
Oh,
confused, same as you were, but
Okay. Well, I was distracted.
yeah.
Okay, you want him on the high points when you come in. You don't want to go deep. Or put him in holes. Put him in the holes. Sometimes you can't help it. You just got to wait and not leave a shot.
More Justin's kind of behind in the race, and he's rolled 2
First
small
priority.
numbers in a row, 2-1 and double A's. There, O'Hagan complies with a 2-1 as well.
Neither one want to win here. Oh, they're just 6. There you go.
There you go.
Right there.
Big advantage.
Well, it looks like the early double got him. John shouldn't have too much trouble bringing the sound bar. A big set by Justin. It's not going to get game.
2-1s aren't
pretty
going
much
to.
not going to win the race.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There's the big set.
Yeah, it's only 2 off. Well, it's going to be 8-6. Otherwise, I'm going to survey 5 away. Cube's still compromised a little bit for Justin for the next game.
I'm sorry?
Cube's still going to be compromised somewhat for
Yeah.
Justin for the next game. Not as much as before.
It's impossible.
But John's going to really want to send it with any game of probabilities. John's going to play this game to try to play loose, to try to either build up a position real fast and create a game-ish position, send over the cube.
R2, does he look
too much?
Does he look for the chance to complicate it too with Justin down at 112 time-wise?
He's down to minute 12 seconds.
Minute 12.
Yeah. So
John's got that aspect to think
John
about.
complicates the game and makes a long game out of it. He won't be able to think so long. I don't think he'll run out of time. He'll be cognizant of it, but he'll just have to move real fast. So he's playing fast. He knows he's out of time. He's just playing fast. So any move to complicate it down, it's not the.
Well, it's a lot. He's new to tournament play, somewhat. He's a good player, but he's new to tournament play. We'll see how he works under time pressure here.
He's not going to be used to clocks.
He played in New York, which I think was maybe his first ABT tournament. This may be his second.
Okay. New York's a tough field.
I'm just thinking
That was a great roll.
Yeah.
Make the 5 point and hit on the other 5 point. Slot to 4 point. Slot both 4 points. Got to unstack the stack. He's duping 4s right now.
Let's see what happens. I'm running out of time.
No, he's doubling.
He's got a good position.
But John's got a very low take point. Oh, double 4s is killer. Absolute killer. You can gammon it for the match, hit loose, and bring more covers or attackers. Not good. John really needed a deuce there.
Got a lot of ammo there. A lot of ammo. So.
Great roll. Came in 2 checkers. Now he's only got 1 blot down there.
It's attack city here, though.
Gotta work him over. There it is.
There's the
points on him.
Points on him.
Okay, this is the ace-point game. John. He's going to get gammoned a lot, but he'll get a shot like 90% of the time, they say. He's got to hit the shot when he gets it.
Well,
At
and
least
it's
one
going to
shot
be
90% of the time.
It's going to be a well-timed ace game too. He's not going to be crunched or anything on the opposite
might
side.
have 1 guy left.
Yeah.
Now he wants his distro. He wants nice even distro. you know, one on each of the points. Right now, he doesn't have a guy. He's stripping the 6 point.
Okay, now
So he can
now
clear
he
it
can
easy.
put one on the 6.
One of the things about leaving a shot on the 6 point early is that if you do leave a shot and you do get hit, it's not so bad because you still got a 4.4. So that's what he's trying to do, is trying to clear the 6 point early. Hopefully not leave a shot. Okay, the only shot numbers are, well, now he's got a
Now
couple
he's
6-5
left
and
himself to
double
the
sixes.
big doubles too. Huh?
So that's 3, 6-1. Okay, there he goes.
So it's going to be quite a few off before he has the potential for a shot.
Well, they come quicker than you think. Like right now, 6-5 lead the shot. That's it. In the scheme of things, that's not very much. Come with a 6 slot to 5 point. John wants to make his board as fast as he can, so when he gets that shot, he can win.
Will you be in Minneapolis in the fall?
So there we go, and bring the cover down. The 4, 5, and 6 points are key points in the court.
Yeah, he's got to kind of bank on getting a shot and go ahead.
Now there's a potential for a double shot coming up. He really needs to make that 5 point.
Slide the bar. Want to try to contain if he does get the shot.
No shot so far. Rolling her home. Can't see the glare.
I didn't see it.
I see a 1 something. Almost
2-1. Okay, here's a last great chance for a double. Uh-oh. This is bad.
And definitely wants to take 2 guys off the ace point, so any ace by Justin will leave a shot.
Okay,
Things are
at
not
best
looking good
it's
for
going to be a
John.
15th checker game. Got to roll an ace and then hit the ace.
There it is.
And
He left the
there's
shot.
the
It's
first
one
part
of
of
those
it.
90% of the games that leave a shot right here.
Got
did
it.
it.
Okay. Well, at least
Closed
he's
out
going
with
to
Rick Distro is 7 or 8% to win, but he's not closed out.
he's going to save the G, so
Sixes
he's going
right
to
now.
extend the match.
He's got those 2. Okay, closed out. Now it's right around 7 or 8%. Yeah, he's still got to roll. He can come in with a 2. Comes in with a 2, he can put roll.
Yes.
Okay, John just closed them out. That way he can just concentrate on getting great distro, which means putting the guys on the high points, like the 6 point and the 5 point. I kind of want to even distro too, so. So we said three is diversify a little bit there. 7%. Let's say 7.5%. It happens. Yeah, that seems to be the right play. Leave the shot more often, but not too worried about home. Peel whenever you can. This is a position you want to peel it to, yes.
Doesn't matter. He saved the G, so now it's just does he get lucky to win the game?
Take one off. Yes. Keep the board as long as you can. The strongest board you can, even with a block. 6. Well, you got to clean up one of them.
Ooh, big set makes it
a lot
interesting.
More than
here.
7% now. You kind of really need a 2 off there.
He needs to take it off. Get an even number. Keep an even number.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. five rolls. If he takes it off, he gains a roll unless he gets hit. If he gets hit,
all bets
he's
are
going
off.
to lose big time. So if he takes one off, he's in potentially looks like a 4-roll position. Justin's got 25 pips, so that's more like a 3-roll for him, and he's on roll first. So if he comes in with average rolls, he's going to get off easy.
Hey, John
So it looks
feels
like
it.
he wants to saves him a whole roll. Ooh.
Ooh. Now John could double blight here, but
Yeah.
But
Now this is a big roll here. He needs to hit.
got the
He
hit.
did. That's why he couldn't.
All the way around, right in the wheelhouse here.
He still needs to hit a roll big.
Okay, John still got some.
He's
Got a chance.
Can't double him. Can't double him.
Look
Great
out!
roll.
Here we go.
2, 3. Oh my God!
Now.
You need something.
Whoa!
Oh, the worst. John's got doubling back.
Yep.
Can't take it.
Well, that's a tough one
Can't
to take
it.
when 15th checker.
15 checker. That's here 7%.
Wow.
This is one of those 7%. I was told 7. I said 7. Oh yeah, with the perfect, but he didn't have perfect. So yeah. I never heard it that high. I never heard 8.5.
But well, he was a roll from winning the match, and now we're got a 3-point game in front of us. 3-point match in front of us.
Okay, the take point's 25%, which is higher than mine. Yeah, 3 away. So you don't have to be so good to get a pass or to win the game. It's not a lot higher, it's a little bit higher.
And one thing, that one went south. Justin didn't have to play much, so he's still sitting on it 1 minute and 10 seconds on them.
Yeah, he used 2 seconds the last game, 1 minute and 12
Yeah.
seconds. He's well aware of his time troubles, so he's playing as fast as he can. Sometimes you tend to slow down a little bit.
Okay, you got to make the
You
5
get used
point.
to it, and you slow down. He's got to avoid that urge. If he makes 2 points, he's going to leave lots of blots. If he doesn't, he's going to stack them up. And it just doesn't look real good. He's going to stack. Now, see, it's 3 away. I'm not sure if that was.
Right play. Mr. Dennis Culpepper. Well, we're anywhere from 7 to 8.5%.
I thought it was between 7 and 8, and Dave Kettler said it was 8.5 with perfect distro though. With 8.5 seems kind of high. Okay, 2-5. He's got that stripped out position now. He can't improve so easily. I might be tempted to double here. This looks like he's got 10 guys in the zone.
He's under a minute now, so that clock's going to be looking like it's whirring.
Just go for the attack. Don't split the bad guys.
1-6. Try to
seems like it's gonna
jailbreak here. See what happens.
Oh, great roll, great roll.
Man, he plays on here, huh, Frank? It's a dance.
Okay, now we play on to the game.
No, he's going to cash it. Huh?
Well, the game is going from 60. John's 60% now, so if he went for the game, he would have been 15%. Chance of losing 10%. So that's close. Okay. Justin is definitely looking into time trouble. Now, double 5s here.
This could be serious trouble.
But a lot of gamblers rolling double fives, putting 2 guys in the rough, especially when your
Dance.
opponent dances.
Well, you look at his face.
Bring
He's
two, probably 3 guys down. Don't worry about the bad guys too much unless it just overlaps.
oh, comes in with a double nickel.
Double fives.
Brian Lonergan, you in the room?
Great roll by Justin. Great roll.
Well, he needed that too. He was
Oh,
staring.
yeah.
He was staring
John's
Natch
thinking
in the
about
face.
doubling, but you know, he doesn't have a double now. He does not have a double now. And he made the correct decision. Didn't double. Now you can dupe threes. You can get off the bar point and just leave threes here and threes there. But also there's 10s lurking from the 5 point. So John's position is stretched with those 4 guys back on the ace and 3 point. So if he doesn't do that, he's got to make the 5 point and go 6 to 3 point, which kind of like buries the checkers. Not real good. Now might be the time to.
Well, there's an interesting variation.
That's better than the other one. Yeah, that would be the play. But if you're leaving a shot, you might as well get away with something good if you get missed. So it's 3s, 2, 1, and 10s. So 3s, 11, 12, 13, 16
and he's got
numbers.
10s, all right? So
You missed him. Okay, now he's in good shape. He should clean up the checkers and then double it. 1, 2.
make the 4 point. Yeah.
Well, if he makes a 4 point, he's stripped out. And if he makes 11 point, he's got a point he's got to clear that he doesn't want to make. So you can slot the 2 and keep a spare. That would keep a spare. So John did the right thing, play the forced ones, because he's not leaving a block. So he's got 2 left. There's no spares here except the guys in the 7 point. It's going to be a little awkward no matter what he does, but John's counting the numbers. You know, this is good if black rolls double 6s.
Yeah.
It's easier for John to clear the midpoint.
But then he's got the 11 to clear.
That's right. Now he's got 2 outside points to clear.
I think it's either this or slot the deuce point.
Okay, I think the bots say to slot the 5 point there. Anyways, John's thinking about doubling. He's way up in the race. What is the race here? Everybody got a quick read on the race?
Well, white's what? 10, 14, that's 28. 14, 42, 60, 107 for white. 56, 96, 22.
He's
Yeah.
up 22 pips.
Not a good number.
If he had some sort of a distro, it would just be a double. Yeah, there we go. Just
Okay. Come get me.
slot them both. You can do a lot of slotting. When he plays loose like that, it gives your opponent a chance to just make his board and leave lots of blocks if he wants to.
4-2. So
John was desperately seeking a spare, and he got one. Make the points. Yeah. It's 58 and a half
John
seconds.
needs to get another one in.
So,
There he is.
there we go. Oh, a great
Uh-oh,
number.
here we go.
All of a sudden, the race tightens up. Now, Justin can leave with 1 guy from the back. And that would increase his give him a better distribution for the race. and keep that policeman back there that's hunting for strays.
I think he's not thinking about that.
He's thinking in
Thinking in
twos instead
pairs.
of just
Yeah.
ones. Yeah, now it frees the outfield. John can leave a blot on the 13 point. He only gets hit by 6 numbers. He doesn't want to leave any blots, but
You know, he
it's
thought
better to
about
leave
that
6
one.
number shot than 11 number shot.
Thought about that one a long time. Used up half his remaining
29.2
time.
seconds left.
29.2.
Now, John's thinking about doubling here, but it's counting the race. The race tightened up. 39.63. It's too close. Too close. Okay, make the ace point. You know, when you go to the ace point, you're killing your race a little bit.
So what do we got? 42, 82, 90 for black. We got 30, 51, 77 for white.
13 pips.
13
It's a lot of pips. There's some wastage for John on the ace point there. And no 5 point. So that would be 3 more pips. So that's like 10 pip lead. Something like that. So. Oh. That's it. That's it. Okay. It's over. No matter what he rolls, he's got to pass this cube. And go down, it'll be 25% if he passes. So it's an easy pass. Doesn't want to think too long. He's only got 29.2 seconds. If he wins, it's got to be with 2 games. He's got to play him in 29.2 seconds. I don't think he's going to be kicking at all. He's just going to react.
Yeah, he's got to just play by instinct pretty much. And just,
He won't be counting pips. Out and down is standard response. Hit that guy out there. Make the bar point. So now it's a standard holding game that John has. He wants to make a point, which he just did. Good number for John. Back at you. And now it's a holding game. John's down in the race a little bit. Button that guy up so he doesn't get pointed out or anything like that.
You play another doubles tonight or no?
Just bring the guy in. Stay back. Make the prime. There's nothing else better to do. It's 2 blocks. It's all right. Gammas don't hurt John, so he's not too worried about leaving blots. Because if John got gammon, it'd just be 10 to 10. He just doesn't want to get backgammon. So he can make the 5 point. And if he gets missed, he's got a super strong position. But he did not get missed. Great roll by Justin. And he failed to hit back.
Failed to hit on the return.
So he probably needs the guy to stick the guy back a ways. John's got too much of a forward position. Even her rolling doesn't like that. Now here he can make the 16 point and cause Justin lots of problems trying to clear that midpoint, which frees him up to clear the double 4's no longer. Oh, the 4-1's blocked from the midpoint anyways. No, John's not out of time. Justin's out of time. How much does John have left? Oh,
minute 27.
Oh, they're both in time trouble. As long as he doesn't take too long thinking about it. Okay. Still didn't want to leave a shot with a 6-1 there.
That
Great
helps.
number,
That helps.
Great number by Justin.
Make the 4 point.
But don't think too long. Ooh,
That's right. I was thinking he had one left. Yeah.
No, that's a wrong idea.
Why would he do that?
I'm not sure what he was thinking about there. That was. He can cover. But I don't think he's worried about the race just yet. But he needs a crossover.
Going up a little closer. There we go.
He needs a crossover. So 3 crossovers would be the right idea here. 1, 2.
3, 4.
Okay, you got a couple crossovers.
Peter plays Barbara, Dan plays Sam.
The quicker you get him in, the quicker you get him off. That's what a crossover is all about. Going to the 2 point when you're real stuck in the race, probably not the best. Bring him in. 2 crossovers.
Sam Ahmed.
Okay. Oh, here's a shot though. This
But
is
the
a
shot.
Ace for John to win.
Makes sense.
Missed
Nope,
it.
didn't do it. Looks like it's going to come down to the last game. I was thinking about if he rolls double aces, he's going to leave another shot. If I stay.
And there's probably no danger.
What
to
else?
be, yeah.
What else?
Yeah. He
John's
concedes
want to
it.
make sure he's not going to get gammon, but like I said, the gammon doesn't matter, just in a free roll kind of situation. John would have 1 roll to look at whether he wants to take it or not. And so he's got that if he doesn't get gammon. Now they're coming down to what they call double match point, which it means the last game. The last game doesn't matter if you game it or not. Because okay, he's off the game. You want to make him keep rolling, maybe take some time off the clock. That's a secret thought in having him roll it up. Okay, John gets a free look. 1 roll free look. Justin couldn't roll until after this. Here it is.
There it is. The drop.
Now, if John thinks he's a favorite right here, he can pass. And he thought he was an underdog. And it looked like he was.
Canine dog.
Justin would have the first roll. So now they start 50-50. Last game, double match point. For all the marbles.
4-6.
Great roll. Stops the development.
Seconds left for it.
Increases gammon chances, but gammons don't matter. You got a point on him. You can run and get away, or you can make the point. Making the point stops him from making the point, and makes a stronger position. Now you can tiptoe around, try to get home safe.
Yeah.
If
You don't
you
want
can
to.
just stick them all on the points you already have, or roll a good number to.
Make his
The
16.
computer says make points like that. It's probably right. Some people will go gonzai and try to just get a bunch of guys back and play from there. working a slot of 2 points there. Try to make it board real fast. Okay, he's going to try to bring it home from here. But the problem is Justin's building up his board, building up his blockade.
That helps, but John's still a bit of
a great board too.
Bit of an inflexible position here, though.
He wants to make points. He made 4 point. Now he's going to work on the 3 point next roll. Oh, another
There's
great
4
number.
point.
Oh, great number by John. Making the 5 point is huge here. You slot. Yep. Just slot those points. 6-4 is a shot. Well, no, he's not a shot. You leave a 2 shot, but it doesn't seem like the right idea. He's got a 6-4.
You can leave it, but dupes the 2 down here. But.
He's duping 2s.
And
he
who's
rolled 2 2s. Oh my God. Great roll. Great roll by Justin. Somebody's got to go back and see if that was the right thing or not. Okay, John's back in. Now he's gonna hit him. John's got 2 blots in his board, so a lot of 2s aren't as good as you think. Okay, slot for another cover. You're not too worried about getting hit here with those 2 inner blots. I think working on the back guys, trying to extract the back guys, when you should be in attack mode. Oh, great number by
cover
John.
the blots.
Great number. Okay, Justin's on the ropes. The heavyweights are giving him the 1-2 punch. John shouldn't attack with only 1 guy stripped out. He just doesn't have enough guys. He may get there. Okay, he's trying to leap out of there if he can, but he can't.
Justin needs that anchor. He cannot roll
He can't do anything except dance. Okay, he's out.
Might be his last shake at it, Frank.
Well, he's in there.
He's in. Can't get another one sent back, so you just got to pick that up.
Okay, John's up in the race. He just wants to play it safe. It doesn't look like this is safe.
That's not the safest.
He's got 9s to hit. That's 5 numbers. There's a 7. He can. He should have duped 4s there. You would have got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's going to come down to probably a 4 shot for all the marbles. I think he's supposed to slot the 2 point there.
6-1. There's the shot.
There's the 4 shot. All comes down to a 4 shot. The whole match, pretty much. He did
4 it is.
Ooh, we would have hit and covered the 2 point. John's got 45 seconds.
Come on. Okay, here we go.
Okay, he's got double aces, 2, 3, and ace 3 on it. Or
2, 6.
5-1. Supposed to hit here. John's desperately seeking a 2, followed by a 5. Double
3s and 6s to cover. Gets them both.
Got them both. I think you cover with a 6. And then you got an attacker down there.
Aces.
Oh, good roll.
Not over.
I don't hear the fat lady yet. Okay.
3-2.
John's got to weasel his way out of this.
Justin desperately needs a 6.
Well, you can block double 6s here if he wants. He did not. John's got a winner of double 6s. Okay, Justin will hit with a 5.
Or 7.
Yep. right thing to do. Hit him and try to close him out. Prevent him from rolling a 6 out like that. 6-3 right there. He needs a 5. No, he didn't do it. Bring another cover in.
Take it in.
To the 4 point and play a 2 out there. John Destiny's 8-6 on the bar. No, wrong 7. Oh, still didn't do it. Bring the guy into the 3 point. Now there's triple covers if he doesn't roll the ace.
You better roll it now.
He needs it now. He oh! Ace-6 in the bar. Unbelievable. Okay, he's gonna leave a shot here. 3-1 is twice as many numbers as double 3s. Okay, John just wants to roll it home, and that's a good roll.
Rolling it home he is.
The only shot that leaves the number 6-3.
6-3.
Not him rolling 6-3. The other guy rolling 6-3. Justin rolling 6-3. Ooh,
4-3.
is up.
There we go.
Okay,
2.
just stay back. 6.
Got to stay back, but he doesn't have any more 6s.
He's not win the race if you run. So
4-3. Oh, here we go.
He needs to not roll a 6.
Don't roll
small.
a 6.
You
6.
roll that, no, that's it. That's pretty much it.
Most
he needs
unlikely.
a miracle now. Well, the miracle's starting with a miss there. Well, both sides are just like really low on time. But it just doesn't matter. Well, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 checkers.
Oh, there's a
he's
miss.
Missing them. 2, 4, 6,
11.
8, 10, 11. You know, a set of boxes will put it right
would,
back in
yeah.
here.
Set of nickels might.
No, well, so much for that.
Gotta have the
He
boxes
needs a
and then
set of
another set
boxes
now.
Plus. No, that's it. That's about it, I think.
I think.
Well, not quite. 2 set. No,
Whoa, there it is.
That's it. Well,
good match.
Double match point. 2 well-played matches.
Could have went either way.
Yes, it could. Ace took A6 in the bar.
Yeah.
That was it.
The other one, I left the ace in that one.
Okay, folks. I hope you enjoyed that one. That was an exciting match.
Very exciting match.
I think Justin, you beating Ray in the first match, and then taking this to DMP, which.